Okay, let's see. I don't know if this is working. I have a different mic on, so I might cut in and out, but the setup's pretty jank today. Hey, what's up? Hey, hi everyone. Uh, cool. If you guys can hear me, can you drop a one in the chat? If it's too loud, can you drop two? And if it's too soft, maybe a three in the chat, just so I know what I'm sounding like. Yeah. All right. Soft? Oh, it's okay. Can you hear me? Okay. It looks fine on my end, but okay. I'm just gonna keep it like that, and if it's too soft, turn up the audio a little bit. What are we doing today? I'm gonna be painting up my mech design from for the art club on Patreon. So, if you're a member of the Patreon, seeing this here and the sketches leading up to this design, I by now. But yeah, today I'm just gonna finish it up because it is the end of the month. So I wanna finish this. That's the deadline for this project. So yeah, that's what I'm up to today. I'm just gonna be painting. I'm just gonna be finishing it up. And it's late at night. I'm done with work. It's got done. So I just wanna chill and just hang out. Just hang out, draw and talk. Take my mind off of things because right now, like the ideation phase of this project is pretty much done. Um, and all that's left is for me to just paint and render and you can pretty much turn my brain off for this whole part. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna be painting and talking man shit about. So I use a Wacom Intuos Pro, I think is what it's called. It's really old by the way. It's so old. It's like just it's like I think it's about 8 years old at this point. So yeah, I think it's called the Intuos Pro, but Intuos 4, I think it's what's called. But they don't make them anymore. You want the new tablet though, because it's got Bluetooth, which is nice. That's really nice. Just painting this rendering. I don't know how much I want to fully render this out. So yeah, here's look at the design. And this is a 3D render, which I am painting over. Yeah, it's just something like that. I just got started, so I'm still, working on it. There's a lot of detail that, um, so it's gonna be long stream here. You do 3D traditional later on? No, I am not going to do tonight. If that's what you're thinking tonight. Sorry to disappoint. Honestly, it's like I just need someone to talk to while I'm working because this is like the slow work. Uh, which is why I'm really that's really the only reason I'm streaming. Uh, it's a 3D render great. It is a 3D render. So, let's see. We have to clean up stuff. But I don't know. I can just like paint it and some like more painted stuff. Yeah, set up bits. I might photo bash. I don't know. I'll figure out the painterly style later on. Just start painting. Start updating these values. I would say I've painted anything. I haven't done like a proper piece in like Photoshop in so long. I've either just like, rendering stuff or just like doing line art, just drawing. So it's nice to give it flex these muscles a little bit. It's like put in some practice, it's been a while since I did the thing. Like, so it's not my strongest suit. Good at drawing and mic is kind of laggy though. Yeah, I think it's because of the noise gate that I set on the mic. So I think I might have to just move my microphone closer. I think this might be a little bit better. Let me see. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the noise gate and you're gonna hear everything. Like hear this. But I don't know, let's just keep it jank today. I'm just gonna make it like you like the Max Eva? Yep. Good. Good Max. Yeah, they're alright. Let's see. I want to keep some of this texture though. It's really nice. I guess the idea is that this whole mic is made out of like clay, and there's like a powder here. It's like sculpting it. So the question I guess now is, I don't want to refine things that are already here, or just keep adding more stuff. I think I want to just keep adding more stuff right now. maybe you can refine stuff later on, but like whatever's here is already pretty good. I mean, it's already been worked on quite extensively. So maybe I just need to like add more stuff so it's more interesting, you know. Played Titanfall 2? No, I haven't played any of the Titanfall games. They look really good though. Like Respawn Entertainment. The only Respawn game I've ever played was probably, I think it's Apex. I think Apex might be the only Respawn game that I've played, and I love what's his name? Pathfinder. His design is really really cool. Enjoy it a lot. But yeah, a lot of people keep telling me that like a lot of my stuff looks like Titanfall. That and Warframe. I get these two a lot, Warframe and Titanfall. But I've like ironically I've never played any of those two. Play a lot of like really consume a lot of mech media if I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't watch Gundam, which you know I don't even know where to start with Gundam to be perfectly honest. Like I've watched like the big ones like Seed and was it Wing Gundam? Like the old ones. Did watch a little bit of uh, Iron Blooded Orphans. That's it. Like I didn't watch Unicorn or any of I don't know what you would call it. Like the more popular series, the bigger Gundam series of like late. You became me, check it out, really pick it on sale or something. Yeah, I need to. I heard that the campaign is actually really good. Like I'm not really super interested in like getting too deep into like the multiplayer stuff because I know that's gonna destroy my life. Like like any other multiplayer game that I get heavily invested in. But I heard that campaign for the single player campaign for I think it was Titanfall 2, right? That's I heard it's pretty good. The fact that it has a single player campaign and all is kind of amazing. Do Black Ops do Call of Duty games still have like a single player campaign? Like I don't think anybody plays them for that, right? I don't know. The last good ones were the Modern Warfare ones, I guess. Like Modern Warfare 2, even Black Ops 2 was not too bad. I did play the single play campaign for those, but like, honestly, who does? Nobody really stays for any of that. Nobody buys the games for those. Is Call of Duty even still a thing? Like the mainline games, or is it just all just Warzone nowadays? I have no idea. It's been so long since I played a COD game. It's been like decades even. It's been at least 10 years since I touched a Black Ops game or like a Call of Duty game. Yes, they have. Yeah, so I've heard. I really love the texture on this shader. I really use the TG one as my favorite castle. I don't think I have. What is that? Oh, it's technical drawing pad. No, I don't. I don't really use favorite castle stuff a lot. Um. Oh, it's through Rapidograph. I see. Yeah. Then in that case, I have. Um. I don't really have too many thoughts on it. I think it's fine. I guess like it's just not. I don't really like the feel of it. Um. And to be honest, I don't really like a lot of fine liners like technical drawing pens like the Rapidograph or like even the micron like the fine liners from Micron. I'm not a big fan of those. I think those are like there's not a lot of room to express a lot of line art. I think let me think about how one phrases. Like I don't think it looks good when I'm layering ink on top of with a technical pen. So like if I'm shading, I don't think shading looks really good on a with the micron pens. And I think it's the same thing with the photographs and any really felt tip sort of like fine liner type pen. Like I don't think they look super good. I think they're really nice if you're just doing like pure line art and you're not doing any shading. Um, but even then, I still prefer the texture of like a Hitachi or any other gel pen or ballpoint pen. It's because I think it's like way too much ink. I think it puts out way too much ink. It's really dark and black and it's too heavy. And so there's not much room to play with. Me being the genius that I am, I don't leave that much room for like interpretation or like play here. maybe this foot here we can finesse a little bit, huh? On this whole like leg part. It's really dark, so that's like probably not good. Oh, so his hands probably need to be like disgusting with like that's like usually like Max for the art. This makes them seem so cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's fun. Max are really fun to draw. Also really fun to look at if you take the time to like slowly dissect each detail. It's just so sorry. Is pottery not being done on the spinning table? How does this work? Yeah, I guess so. But you know what? I haven't thought about this really that all that I have thought it through. But I assume like so in my brain, this whole head part is like a pottery table. Let me see if I have another render that's like a bit closer. So not this one, but yeah, sure. This might work. So it's like it's not this one, it's the other one. There you go. Yeah, so it's like this whole thing spins. And he's like making its head on a spinning platform, which is also like part of its body. I don't know. I didn't really think this through. I just thought this one looked the coolest. So these are like my three renders, and I do kind of like this one. I kind of like this one, but it's like a really like it's like a B frame where it's like the second frame, and you know because you can't see the mech, so it's like this one has to be this is the main one I think, the main illustration, and then you can have this as the second frame. I don't think I'm gonna do a second one. I think that's way too time consuming. But you know it's fun, right? It's like a nice little like it's a nice concept. Also, I just really like this texture. It's like it really is an excuse to just play with this texture, because like it's it's so nice looking, isn't it? It's like a lumpy wet clay type look. And I'm gonna just abuse. I'm gonna use it so much. I just love the way it looks, the way it drips in. Because I've been getting into like clay sculptures recently. Last year, I think, it's, I made my first clay like sculpture, like a head, uh, and it was so much fun. It's really hard though, and also like you need a lot of resources to just like get it done. Like you need an oven to or kiln to like bake it in, and you need a bunch of clay, and you know not every clay is the right type of clay, and you need all the glazes and all that. So it's so much, it's so hard. I'm just gonna do it in Blender, I guess. It's my copium. Add some cut lines to all of these because I think maybe it's not. It's a good brush for this. Probably just a brown brush. There you go. Good, right? Oh, this is nice. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like lumpy and interesting pipeline. You made 3D models first and just paint over them. Yeah, that's usually how I do it. That's usually what I do for like work. It's not something that appears on the channel a lot. I do have a video coming out kind of like that. Yeah, actually just exactly that. Um, but yeah, it's not something that I get to show on the channel a lot, just because like it's a sketchbook channel and people watch me for the drawing things and not necessarily the digital artwork. But yeah, this is usually how I work. Um, this is how I make most of my illustrations. I probably would have made it so that he's sitting next to a table next to a Mac brush. But oh, stop. Let me read this properly. I probably would have made it so that he's sitting next to the Mac partially built, sculpting a piece of separate all time for breaking progress. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I think I'm just really lazy. I just want a full Mac. I want an illustration where there's like a big old fucking Mac just like standing right there. That's probably a better idea now that I think about it. Right. I also get very in the logic of a lot of things. Don't worry too much. Maybe proper clay fucking tool instead of use sculpting clay onto it. Yeah, I guess, but you could also hand form clay with like your hands. That's like a viable way to sculpt, especially when it's like lumpy and wet like that. There's no reason why you can't. Let's see. Okay, that's a little bit more detail. Wait, yeah, good. I mean, I could actually. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could. But yeah, I mean, like, why do that? Oh, I also just really like 3D modeling. It's so much fun, isn't it? Still a lot of editorial things you have to do just to make it look good. Decisions and like artistic liberties that you have to take with painting, just so that like it looks good, the illustration looks good. So that's not something that 3D is gonna help you out with. You still have to like get the last 20% out on your own with painting. But that's fun, right? That's the fun part of painting. I don't want to have to like render out the shapes and like, do all the major forms and everything, myself. I'm just gonna get a 3D engine to do that for me. Although there is value in learning how to do that, because otherwise, anyways. So you kind of have to just learn how to paint like a normal person before. I want to say before learning how to do 3D, 3D does end up being crunchy for for a lot of people, especially if they don't know how to paint or like draw. It can end up hurting them quite a bit because it's really limiting if you can't draw and you can't express your ideas in line and color. I did a bunch of sculpting in school, but I haven't done much since then. Oh man, you should. It's fun. Get back into it. But it's hard to get back into. I get it. It's like so much work and so much time as well. It takes like days for something to dry and maybe the sculpting even wait for clay to dry. That takes like a whole day. Otherwise, it's too wet. It's gonna fall apart. You sculpt it. Um, let me look up the rooms. Yiddish rooms. That's. I think I want to give it a face. I don't think I want to give it a face. I think it looks cool the way it is. I think a face might make it too goofy. Yeah, where am I gonna put the rune? Where am I gonna put this rune? So I have two choices. Either the head, which is fine by me, I think. It's probably here where it's not very. This is it. I'm just gonna draw it out and then I'm just gonna move it around and see where. Place. See. Okay. Here. This is a nice place. Yeah, it's probably on the head. That makes the most sense. Let's see. I'm just gonna do this here. Work on getting it. Oh, maybe right in the center of the head, so it looks like an eye or a face or something like that. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Probably right. Yours for something? Yeah, it's actually for the Patreon. If you hit on club, we do some stuff every month, which is like a it's like a monthly prompt where you get a prompt every month, and everybody does art based on that prompt. So this month's prompt, which is it's mythical creatures reimagined. So this is actually a golem, which I've turned into a mech, obviously, because that's how we roll. And yeah, so I'm just painting it. It's the 31st of May, 1st of June for some of y'all. For me, it is. So it's the end of the month, so I'm just trying to get this done before the end of the month. Yeah, like it's fun. I like seeing everybody else's submissions on like different mythical creatures and like all the drawings on the Discord. Let's see. I guess this is fine. I'm not super proud of it, but it'll work. Let's think about trim. If this is something that we want. Ah, that's not too bad. I think that's okay. I think that's not bad. Yeah, we'll do that. It's kind of janky too, which is nice because it has a handmade feel to it. Might do another stream for the public in start of the month, maybe in a couple of days. Once the prompt of this month's Patreon has been the Patreon Art Club has been decided. And instead of doing the end of the process, I might do this at the beginning, where we do all the ideation and all the sketching and all that fun stuff that people expect from this channel, which is pen drawings and line art and all that, and not necessarily this stuff, which is rendering and boring to some people, boring to me sometimes. Yeah, like this is like one of the part of the process where I'm just, you know, I put on a podcast, I put on like some audio book or something like that, and then I just like tune out. Just paint and I just paint and I just add detail and detail and detail, and then something good comes out at the end. Well, not hopefully, but you know, there's not much brain power going here. It's just adding detail, which is fun in and of itself. That means because I just means you're almost done with the project. But this piece might not take as long as I thought. There's just a lot of detail in here already that like I'm just like, well, I don't feel the need to paint over any of this, a lot of it. And I also don't think it needs that much more work. So I could just draw a bunch of this stupid stuff now. Just do some sketching, I guess. We can do some like character design stuff. I'm not gonna bring out my sketchbook because I think that requires way too much setup. Let's draw here. to make a Discord channel. Uh, the Discord channel is open to everybody. There's just parts of the Discord channel that are Patreon only. So it's up there. I mean, you can join it, and you don't have to pay to be part of the Discord. That's totally fine. I know. Hit exclamation mark Discord in the chat. Type. Sorry about that. If you type exclamation mark Discord in the chat, you should be able to get a link to it, and it's free to join, and you don't have to pay or anything. But note that there are sections of the server that are Patreon only, and of course you have to be a member of Patreon to see those. Those are just art club stuff, and just like, I guess I'm more active on that one, just because like community there is like a little bit more closely knit, or like we know each other a little bit better, I hope. So I'm usually just more active in the Patreon only Discord channels, but that doesn't mean I'm not around. See, I don't know if I want to do that much more work on this one. I wonder if this is enough. What detail does matter? Might be too heavy actually. Nah, it's fine. I do want to do this though. Weird. It's better, I think. Oh yeah, you can just get it on the by typing exclamation mark Discord in the chat. You can just get and Yeah, I don't generally talk about it too much because it's like um, I we're, like we've been trying to like keep it a little bit low key because it's like we're afraid of it growing too big and growing too big too fast. Um, it got really big at some point, like 2,000 members, and it was like really hard to control. And so like just trying to keep it small. It doesn't have to be like a huge thing where we tell everybody about it. But if you want, it's there. And also, it's been through a refresh, I would say, where the a lot of the server has been cleaned up now because of the Patreon. So there's a bunch of it that's like it's all new, like fresh, and everybody's like there's a fresh start. So I think it's in a really good state right now. The Discord channel or the Discord server. So yeah, maybe we can. It's time to like start advertising it. I don't know. I'm kind of always really nervous to like talk about it in like a video or like post about it because it's a really small community. It's a really small community, and I'm afraid that like having a bunch of people like suddenly a lot of people come in might mess up the dynamic of the server. But it's okay. Like this is like the way I would want to gain members into the server. It's just by people asking me and like small stream like this, and then like having people join like little bit by bit, so that we can slowly just integrate people into the server and not have it be like too overwhelming for both me and the community and also the mods. Really hard on the server and try to keep it a really nice place for everybody to be. So shout out to the mods. Shout out. Thank you for keeping the server alive like the longest time. Okay. So now we get to do some fun lighting stuff that I always enjoy. It's like Christmas morning. We've done, uh, you know, bad stuff. You're eating all the vegetables. Now you get to play and do some color grading and post processing. So I do like that. So first things first, we need to add in some highlights. Um, this guy's head is really dark. I don't know why, but it is. So I'm just gonna blow it out a little bit, and then I can push back some shadows later on. But now I'm just gonna do like hot highlights on him and click here, look here. So that's try out of it's gonna be. That see that makes such a big difference, yeah. Bring some more darkness into his face a little bit. Okay, maybe he just needs a little bit more structure on his face here. Okay, see that? That's nice, right? Look at that. Ooh, look at that lighting. So good. I don't know where this light is coming from, but it looks good. So here Now we've got some light here. Then the spotlight. This is spotlight. Why not? Spotlights are fun. Let's see. I'm new to art. I can't afford art school. Do you have any books and sites where I can study? Yeah, drawbox.com. That's probably the best one. Control Paint is pretty good too. Depends on what you want to do. If you want to pay for a little bit, Schoolism is really great. I recommend anything on their site. Dropbox pretty neat. Yeah, Dropbox is a pretty good place if you don't know how to draw at all, or like you just wanna be a good drawer. And I don't say this in a bad way. Like if you just want to be really good at drawing and not anything else, Dropbox is pretty great. It's not so good for design. I think people wanted to like treat it like a catch-all thing, where like they do it and then like, oh, I'm going to be automatically super good Magic the Gathering artists, or like I want to paint splash art, and then they do that, and then they come out and they go like, where can I paint splash, like League of Legends splash screen? And it's like that's not what the course is for. It teaches you how to draw things, not teach you how to draw it, draw interesting things. You know, it teaches you how to draw them well. So that's my 2 cents. But it's good place to start. It's a good place to start. Also teaches you how to grind, which is important to learn. That's just practice. Teaches you how to practice. So it has my vote. Let's see. What is this? What the hell is going on here? You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with this. Let's see. Maybe my miss pass is gonna do me some good. I don't think it will. But it may. That's kind of cool. I don't know if I like the hard edge, but that's kind of nice. Let's see if I can push this even further. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Some of the stuff that we're gonna have to fix. But that is fun. Hey, look at that. So look at this atmosphere that you get all of a sudden. That's cool. Okay. Let's see if I can make this work. Just do this. We'll go hand with the fog. This is really dramatic. It's way too dramatic. Photoshop is bugging out. Great. Maybe too much, eh? I think it just might be too much. I think it needs to be toned down. I do like the fog. So I like it, but it breaks my value structure, and I don't like that. Maybe I can fix the value structure. Let's see how I can fix this. I don't have a crypto. When all else fails, just add fog stuff, you know. Fuck it. Good. Okay. See what we can do about his face. Here, his pits. It does give me a little bit more punch back into the what is this? Yeah, okay. My value structure uh, by using a vignette. I'm just gonna knock the fog back into the darkness. Now we get this dark looking fog, but it's also white at the same time. And something is making my okay. Is there a pass I can use to select this guy and this guy? I think that works. Let's see. This is like really inside baseball, but I'm just using all these passes to like you know, what's the word I want to use? Helping paint, I guess. Sorry if you're not a 3D artist or aren't familiar with this workflow and all of this shit just looks like absolute nonsense to you. But yeah, it's like basically just all the passes you get when you make a render, and then it helps you with painting and compositing and all that stuff. So yeah, so that's just that. Oh, sure, I caught you live. I found your videos recently, but it inspired me to fill my previous sketchbook kit. Congratulations! I'm glad you're doing it. Let me know how it goes. Like send me a DM when you on Instagram or Twitter. Or hey, if you want to join the Discord and post your art that we're all really interested to see. We all like to see our progress. So yeah, hey, look at this. Just look at how much this shadow class helps just with the value structure. Look how much this guy stands out now, huh? It's good, huh? Okay, let's see. Maybe there's something else I can do here too, though. This guy is a little bit too in the front, so I'm just gonna knock him back. Some shadows. All this stuff in the back can just not be so prominent. And same with this one too. I can just knock it all back. I don't need it to be super. I don't need to see all these planks and whatnot. What is this? Oh, these are not things. What is this? Oh, this is the line art. So this is the line art that I drew. And I painted over it. So now I get this guy. Any of these guys, these layers complete. This is the messiest thing ever. I hate myself for not naming any of these layers, but it does sometimes. just gotta do what you gotta do. So here's what the render looks like. And let me see. So yeah, so this is what the raw render looks like out of like Blender. And it's like with a little bit of painting and a little bit of love, you can like turn it into something that's like quite like really nice, right? It's like really compelling. And you know, a lot more dramatic, I guess. Let's see. Look at it before and after and just see what else I can fix. I don't like this line here. This line is not good. This like white, bright white line. Just like that. This is not this black. We don't need to see this part. We don't need to see any of this. Kill this. So I kill this and we'll kill this part too, because again, it's not important. Here I can just push it back in the shadows just ever so slightly, so it doesn't create like weird tangents and or break the silhouette. Save this one. Just do this. What else can I do? Oh, right, color grading. Oh, this is fun. I like this part. I like this part a lot. So here's a gradient map, and sorry, I can't see the UI because for some reason, what do you call it? OBS does not capture any of the UI in Photoshop. How long does it take you to draw? This will be a whole month. So it's part of the Patreon, which is like, you know, every month there's like a prompt, and we all work together on the prompts, and you know, we get to see what everyone else's take on the prompt is. So the prompt this month is, or for the month of May, is mythical creatures reimagined. And so the mythical creature I chose was the golem. So this is basically just a golem that is, you know, of course I turned it into mech because why wouldn't you? And so this took me a whole month. Are you gonna draw a? So this leads me to the next question: are you gonna draw a prototype for the side of the head, for the side on the head on the side or something? I'd love to see some of your design ideas for the head of the mech. Yeah, so those are all on the Patreon because like I've been working on this for like a month, and so there's a ton of sketching and like a ton of this is really cool by the way. Let me just say this. There's like a ton of sketching and you know all the like little ideation and concept stuff that happens before this final piece is made. So like that all is like you know stuff that members of the Patreon get to see and have already seen throughout the month of May, and so they you know there's like a bunch of different sketches, and there's also like all these like different views that I've been doing, and you know we just talking about it on the Patreon, and like you know we get to discuss our ideas and work on them together. You know, some people have different. Everyone has the different idea of like, you know, picking different choices of like mythical creatures to reimagine or rework. And so we all just like get the pitch and talk about it. It's a good time. It was a good time. It was the first time. It's my first month of Patreon, and it was like fun. I'm super happy that the month worked out as well as it did. Honestly, it exceeded my expectations. And I'm glad everyone decided to like so many people decided to participate in the art club. We're vote. I'm going to release a vote for next month's Patreon topic. So look, this is like the color grading that I'm talking about. I think it's a little bit too green, it's a little bit too dull now. So just with a little bit of color. So I mean, obviously you can do this, but it's a bit much in it. So with just a little bit of like a color grading, I can just add some coolness in here. It's just very slightly, like 7% opacity, even like 9% opacity. So without and with, you can see this is a really slight shift. That just makes it kind of nicer to look at. But I was wondering, great to know. Yeah, let you know about the picture. So yeah, I'm about to release a poll. We're about to take a vote on next month's theme. It's gonna be really exciting. I'm gonna be super excited. I think next month, for June, I'm gonna do a lot more like sketching. So a lot more like volume sketching as opposed to like spend like a lot of time on this one single piece. This one took like 2 weeks to just like get out the gate, just because like, you know, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of detail. It's a lot of stuff going on here. Like there's a lot of like these little machinery parts that like I rendered out this is all model, like all this joints and stuff, and now it's just like obscured in shadow. So yeah, also there's like a whole little mechanism that I built underneath here that rotates and stuff, and it's like with full knowledge that it's gonna be covered eventually by this thing. So like those are the little bits of pieces that like I get to indulge in on the Patreon. But yeah, this time I'm going to be doing a lot more like sketching. So like just a lot of drawings and not necessarily like a full painting like this. I think that's probably more interesting. Just because like I get to go through so many ideas and so many iterations. Let's see, one more piece of color grading. I think I'm gonna use like a color lookup maybe, and probably put like a film like filter on it. It's basically just a filter. Look at this. Look at how dramatic this looks, huh? Isn't this great? Look at this. This looks so cinematic. So yummy. Probably, I don't know. Ooh, this is really nice. It's like a really superior. It's really superior. Good. You guys like film? Maybe Portra 400 is not too bad. Just use the good old Portra 400. Look at that. This is like fantastic. It's perfect. It's Portra 400. Maybe double. Maybe push 2 stops. Wow. I think it's the funnest part sometimes, especially will let you do so much like that. Yeah, I mean that's why I do what I do. I just like to think about stuff and draw it and then never see it see it to the end. Definitely prefer the bluer filters. Yeah, me too. I think this is kind of nice though. I think this is like it's kind of a nice balance. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's like maybe it's just straight up regular old Portra. This is 160. I don't. Ooh, that's way too pushed. It's this one. This one looks good. I like the colors. I think my first choice was the best. Oh, Portra 800. Let's see, 800. And I'm not a fan of that one. Fuji Superior 400. I love this part because I'm just like picking filters for like a painting. I don't have to do anything. This is kind of nice though. It's kind of disgusting but good. It's really cinematic. This one. I'm still a big fan of maybe 400H. Maybe 400H would be good. I'm like they all look kind of nice. Like you can't really go wrong with any of them. To be perfectly honest. Oh, this is good. I like this one. But maybe this is like too green, eh? I'm very glad that I managed to catch your stream in time. What time is it for you? It's 2:46 a.m. and I am in the final stages of my painting. Um, it's almost done. Uh, I'm just picking now. I'm just picking a filter to put over the painting. I think it's probably still this one. I do like this one a lot. Man, maybe not. Maybe 400 ages is still better. Oh, drawing choices. No, not this one. Not this one. Not this one. This one's nice. See, they all look so cinematic. I can't pick one. Um, I do like this one. I think this is the best. This is kind of dope, huh? But is it too cool? Maybe it needs to be warmer because it's a workshop, isn't it? Let's see. Maybe Kodak Gold. Oops, that's not it. Do I not have Kodak Gold here? I do. That's not it. These look really, really scary. Not nice. The blue gray filter looks good, very cinematic. Yeah, I agree. I think it's still this one. I think this is dope. I would turn this down a little bit, like maybe put it at 50% because I think 100 is a little bit too heavy-handed. Maybe it's not. Yeah, let's do 60%. Let's find a nice compromise. So this is kind of cool, and let me see if I can do something fun with this one. Yeah, it's just not something that you guys get to look at. But I have one last one to test out, which is really nice and really cinematic. So I'm gonna see if I can use that instead. I have another one that is. I think I found a winner. Check this out. Yeah, sorry you guys don't get to see how that was made. I kind of like this one a bit more. You know what? Wait a second. Why don't I layer them so this is like. Actually, you know what? I do. Okay, so I like the quality of the black and white here. I don't like this in black and white. This one doesn't look so good. This one looks a little bit better. But then color, this one doesn't look as good as this one. I do like the blue green tint. But look at this. Look at look at the glow that I get on like this guy here. Check this out. Isn't this lovely? Isn't this nice? It's de-hancer, by the way. It's like a plugin. But maybe I can tweak my colors to get to this one here. Just a little bit. That's too much. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, I think I found the best of both worlds. I like this one. Let's push up some contrast a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I think I found it. So here, this is like, look at the treatment on this thing. It's so good, isn't it? Like here it is without. Look how clean this looks. It's nice, but it's like way too smooth. You know, you put this grain on top, it's just like, oh, it just shines, makes everything pop. You sound like me. This is a very good meeting. I do wish that there were maybe more things in the back so it looked like the factory. Let's like a standalone workshop. It's just my idea. Yeah, that's true. I really did want to make like, a lot of stuff in the background. I think I'm just short for time. If I had more time, it'd be like there'd be a lot more rooms in the background. But yeah, just ran out of time. Some like dust here and there. Get some like it's catching the light. Little things that make it, you know? It's just paying attention to all these little bits. Just sell. That's nice, right? That helps. Okay, let's see. I think it's more preference at this point. Do you want the glow or do you want the machinery to pop? I want everything. I want to take it too. I think I did it. I think it's good. I think now it's a good spot. So I'm gonna call it. You know something. The thing about like knowing when to stop the painting or knowing when it's done. I have no idea when it's done. I'm just gonna so I have to force myself to stop. So okay, so that's that. Let's see. So let's try painting for art club for the first ever art club of ever. I think it's pretty successful. I like it. It's good painting, good good Patreon, good things all around. All right, it's done. I'm gonna post this somewhere. Post it on the Patreon first, the Discord, and then we'll see. But yeah, here you go. Thank you for joining me. Sorry for those of you who just joined. I am about to head off and say my goodbyes. It is 2:55, almost 3 a.m. here. So I am going to call it a night, and see you guys. I'll see you guys sometime soon. Bye. Thank you for watching.